So what's the crack, Anth?
Right, so we've done the diagnostic check. I've copied all the fault codes that existed. I've then cleared all the fault codes to see if there was any historic ones. I've then checked all the fault codes again that exist. A lot of them are down to supply power, so I'm going to check all the fuses. In the meantime, I'm going to charge the battery because some electrical faults may not register until the car's running and I move it forwards and backwards and press the brake, etc. Because then if there is another fault, it's not going to activate until I activate that particular control. So that's pretty much it. Initial investigation's done. Doesn't seem too bad. Well, it doesn't. It depends how easy this electrical gremlins are going to be. Hopefully it's down to fuses or just dodgy wiring connections, etc. So further update to follow. Dilly dilly.
Where the fuck?
With the tape.
Tape?
The tape on the you probably can't see on the video.
Yeah.
See on the clocks there's tape over the warning.
Out there.
So I don't know what warning signs they are, but
Look at the bloody tape.
well, garage all tidied up, swept up, ready for the golf. Dilly dilly. Right, put the battery back on. It's been sat here for God knows how long now. Not as long as it was sat outside it before I got it off her. Anyway, here we go. Let's see if she starts or how long it takes. Hopefully the battery won't die. Right, look at that, man. First turn of the key. No bother at all. So that's a good sign. She's a good starter. As we can see, all the warning lights on. I've done the diagnostics before. And there's also some lights taped up as well, which you can just see there. So they'll be on, no doubt. So I've taken the dash off, take them tape off. Because that'll fail MOT with them on. Some dodgy characters about. Not as dodgy as me, like. Anyway, dilly dilly. So first thing, I've disconnected the battery. Start work on this, fault finding, etc. See where all the problems are. So as I said, I need to get the tape off these, so to take the dash out, get a bit of light on. So quite simple on Golfs actually. Just gotta pull that off. And then we can see, what can we see? Nothing at the moment. There you go. Somebody's obviously lost a screw, so not put one on the right hand side. So there's only one to take out. Yeah. Every cloud and all that. Just one bolt to take out. Great. Dilly dilly. Now I've just tried lifting the edges up there. It's stuck on fairly solid. So I'm just going to get the hairdryer now and just heat it up. And then it should peel off easier. Okay, so I've took the cover off. Straightforward enough. So all I've got to do now is take this tape off. I'll take it off as carefully as I can because this is sort of a painted surface. So I don't really want to scratch it all. So I'll just I'll spray something on, WD-40 or something, and just very carefully with my blade just lift up the edges and then just see if I can peel it off. And it's just a case of rubbing with a cloth rather than a blade. There is some of the paint off already there. It's obviously where they've had it off before, maybe taped the ABS sign up as well and then decided to tape the wrong light up. I don't know. Right, I'll get this took off. Dilly dilly. Right, so a quick flash for the hairdryer. They should lift up fairly easy now. So I'm not using the the blade edge just using the other side of the corner. See how if they lift up, if I can get the blade, obviously trying to do this one-handed. It's definitely lift. Oh, there we go. It's lifting up a lot easier. I should be able to get that with my fingernails now, like. Oh, bonus. It's just took the top part of the sticker off. Right, electric tape, whatever's been used. Right, so all the proper sticky stuff's still on there. Right, it's just going to be a fingernail jobby. Trying to get all this off. Ah, crap, man. Dilly. Okay, it's off. I just used some paint prep spray. That's not what it was originally in here. It was shifted for my helmet, but yeah, I put panel wipe solution in, and that's worked a treat. However, you still can see where the outer edge of the tape was. Now what I can do about that, the main thing is you can now see the lights. So provided I can get them to stay off, then it won't be an MOT failure. And we can see there, it's the airbag light, which I know that is a problem, the igniter for the airbag system, because that came up on the fault code. And then that one is the traction control light. I know that's staying on again through these VCDS, which is why also the ABS light is on. If I sort the ABS fault out, which I'm guessing is just sensors on one of the wheels, then that should sort the traction control out, because it uses the ABS for that function. Anyway, that's the main thing. Get this put back together, back in the car, switch it back on. I'm going to do a recheck with VCDS and then start fault finding dilly. Right, so I'm just running VCDS so we can see the lights are on now. We've got more lights. Now I've took that tape off. So yeah, as I say, I'm just running VCDS now on a full diagnostic check. It's come up with a fair few faults already. I've already run one of these not so long back when I first got it. Anyway, it's doing what it needs to do there. However, while that's running and bringing up all my fault codes I've got to sort out, I've noticed on this back left, if you see there, it's got a triangle tyre fitted on a round wheel. So I'm going to have to sort that out, because that'll be like uncomfortable. Right, let's see how we're getting on with this. Oh, still gunning. Right, updating a bit. Dilly. Hi, so on my board, what we got? Aircon high pressure sensor. Yeah, doddle. Unscrew it, screw the new one in. Rear right ABS sensor. So I've revved my gun up. I'm just about to take that wheel off. Now sometimes with these sensors, it can be part of the hub. It can be an absolute nightmare. So I'll work that out when I take the wheel off. It could be a whole new hub rather than just a sensor. EGR fault. That's the VCDS code, so I can just do a bit of research. That will, as I say, normally be down to ABS, so sort the ABS out first. That might clear that fault code. I'm talking crap. Rear right ABS sensor, EGR fault, not to do with the ABS. EGR fault, yeah, that's the fault code. Bit of research on that. Crash sensor side airbag, that's the airbag light that was taped up. That's got a short or ground plus. So I need to check the wiring on that, or it might be the actual sensor itself. Driver's side, yeah, that's driver's side airbag. Steering angle sensor, which is 778. Again, I just need to look at that. Sometimes that just needs recalibrating, do a full left and right lock, and that sometimes sorts itself out. Brake pressure sensor, not sure what that is, never heard of one. Again, got the code there to do a bit of research. Wrote the mileage down. What hasn't come up is the traction control fault, but that's what I'm talking about. Will be down to the ABS sensor. Other than that, that's it. So a little list there to start working through in some sort of logical sequence. Hopefully that'll rectify some of the other faults. Dilly. Right, back again. So took this wheel off. You can see the state of the disc on here. So obviously new pads and discs needed for a start. You can see at the back there the ABS sensor where it goes in, then it goes through and picks up on the ABS ring at the back. Now I was thinking that ABS ring may be knackered because there is a dust shield that goes at the back of here, and it's not here, it's obviously rotted. I'll show you the other one. So I was thinking it might just be an ABS ring that's missing, obviously come off. So it might have just been that. So I took the other wheel off to check if that had an ABS ring on. But literally that is the ABS ring, that you know, black rubber thing that you can see there. And it's exactly the same on the other side. And the other side's not showing a fault, so that's okay. Now I'm going to take this caliper off, take the disc off, and then I can get to the sensor, and then I'm just going to clean it up. And then I can put the ignition on and then just turn this by hand. And if it picks up this, if the sensor picks the rotation, it'll take the ABS off. It's a long shot, but it's worth trying because sometimes you just need cleaning, especially if the dust covers have gone corroded, which this one has. So that might all be the problem. Is if it ain't, it's a new sensor. But at least looking at the other side, when I took that wheel and caliper off and disc, I can actually see the sensor, because the nightmare is, although they're plastic, they do sort of seize in. And there's only a little screw holding them on. You take the screw out, but then you can't get the plastic out the metal because it goes quite far in. But at least it looks like on this, I can spray it full of WD-40, let it soak in, and then just gently tap the sensor out. So I've put the wheel back on now, and I've put it on my skates like I have the front, because sidecar's up there. So I want to keep working on this in the garage. So I'm just going to push it into the corner when I'm finished, and there should be enough room at the front to bring the sidecar in on the side, because we know it turns on a sixpence that, so I should be able to get it in. I'm sure I will. So thank God for my skates. But anyway, yeah, back to this rear left wheel. So you can see, camera focuses in, it's crap. So that's the dust shield, or what was left of the other one, which is about to go anyway. I've just rived it off more or less. And obviously the pads and data, I mean, look at the pads, yeah, totally knackered. Yeah, shot, disc, shot. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was just rusty, but it's just worn lip to hell, that, top and bottom. So yeah, so definitely new pads and discs. I've got it on my board there. Whee! Rear P's and D's. Right, so as I say, I'm just going to take this off now, clean the sensor, give it a spin, see if it takes the ABS light off. Fingers crossed, dilly. Right guys, so a bit of progress on the ABS sensor. So we can see now that it's now swapped to rear left, which used to be rear right, that bottom line there, wheel speed sensor. So I basically took the left hand one out and put it in the right, which has solved the right problem. Now I've got the left problem. That just confirmed that it was the ABS sensor at fault for the ABS system. The brake sensor is a different story altogether. Brake pressure sensor. Two things you can check. The first I've done, which was simple, which was check the brake light switch, or the brake switch at the pedal, which I've done because the brake lights come on, so it's got to be functioning. The other problem is, or the other possible cause, is the sensor itself, which is inside the ABS module on some models. Until I have a look at this properly, I'm not going to find out what that is, because I've been doing this ABS sensor. I'm presuming it is inside the ABS pump, because that's what will be bringing on the traction control, as well as the ABS, but the traction control as well. So yeah, that's probably why they taped that up, to save the expense, I would have thought. Anyway, it is what it is. Dilly. Well, got everything in. Car's pushed right in the corner. Still getting on the back just. It's right up against the side, like. But my skates are good. The bike, it's just sitting proud of the garage door, but it pushes back, no bother. That's it for today really. A lot of that ABS sensor for the rear right, which is the wheel that I can get to. I'm just going to start now and well, at some point, not now, but have a look at this ABS sensor. Just need to take the battery off and the battery tray so I can get to it and see what type it is. Solid low will be the type that I need to replace a whole lot, which will be a second-hand job. But at least I can tot up some costs now. It needs 3 tyres, ABS sensor, high pressure sensor, and this brake pressure sensor. So I'll just get some costs and see if it's going to be worthwhile actually putting some time and effort into it. I would have thought so. It'll give us something to do. I'll probably make a couple £100 on it, that'll be it. So I'm not going to go to town on it, but I'll just get it to a point through MOT, dilly. Right, back in the garage. I'm in my dressing gown. However, I need to come in just to get the number off the ABS pump. So I've took the battery out. I can see, so that's basically this whole unit here is the ABS pump with all the brake lines coming in. So you've got 2 coming in from the master cylinder and you're 4 out to each individual wheel. Now the brake pressure sensor is mounted inside the block. So basically there's a module on the side with the electronics in it. But the brake pressure sensor is in this part. So looking on the forums or YouTube, funny enough, and all you do is get another one of these second hand, hope that the brake sensor is okay in the one that you're getting, and then you just unbolt the electronics box from the pump unit itself, swap the parts over, put it back on, bleed the brakes, and that should be it. If the reason you've got to keep the control module on the side is because it's coded to the car and you can't recode it, it's impossible, so you've got to keep that. And luckily the sensor is in a part that doesn't need to be coded to the car. So I'm just going to take a photograph of that now, the part number, just to make sure I get the right ABS pump. Have a look on Fleabay. Yeah, I think they're going for about, well, it ranges between 30 up to 100 odd quid for a second hand one. I'm sure a new repair kit's only about I don't know, 200 quid or something, so I'm not spending that much. I want to be looking about the 40 quid mark, and that should do it. So that's what I'll be up to. Dilly.